Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Estate for All. I'm Miriam G., co-founder and architect at Co Everything. Today, we're going to hear from Marilyn Forman about the request for proposals process in the city of Boston and how community members and neighbors can get involved with forming and shaping requests for proposals.
I am Marilyn Forman, and I am a longtime resident of Dorchester. And I work currently as a lead organizer for Community Development Corporation in Dorchester. So I'm all about Dorchester. I live in Dorchester. I work in Dorchester. I go to church in Dorchester. So I have definitely vested interest in Dorchester. So I love what I do. I love people. I love engaging. I love planning. I love creating with people. I even love debating with people. The request for proposal process by the city of Boston usually happens when the city has property or a building, and their job really is to try and figure out how and who can they look at to create this affordable type of housing for people that are in need. So they look at this land, they think about the size of it, how many units could possibly go there. They plant the seed about what it could be and who are those developers that do that type of work to create affordable housing type buildings. And then they go out and do a community process. They look for the community groups. If one exists in that area, reach out to them and say, hey, we'd like to hold a meeting to talk about the property or the land at this address and see how residents feel about what should go there. We're thinking it would be a nice location for affordable housing, but we want to hear from the community. How is this going to benefit the entire community as a whole? It gets people to thinking, opening up their minds, sharing. So once we put this all together, when we hear from you, then we're going to send it out to everyone, to all these developers. So the city offers the land or buildings and makes it really attractive to those developers like community development corporations and offering the financing at low cost loans so that they're able to afford to purchase it and then to create something beautiful that could be sustained for a long period of time, but also so that they can rent the unit or the house, whatever it is that they're building, at an affordable rate for people. The city will give it to them at discounted prices, and it just really looks attractive to community development corporations or nonprofits, just so that they can do more sustainable and affordable type housing for community members, so that they can also experience good quality of life in a beautiful, sustainable, nice building.
Okay, so we talked about the community engagement process at the beginning that the city does that then creates the RFP. And now I want to talk about the community engagement process in selecting the developer after the RFP has been issued.
So once the RFP process has happened, the community comes together and we've decided that, yeah, we'd like to see senior housing, but we'd also like to see condos, and we'd like to see all of this in this area with a little sitting park. And this is all included in the RFP. It goes out and a developer would respond, maybe two, maybe three of them. And they want to reach out to the community because now they have seen the RFP and they're like, yes, I can do that. So they schedule some time with the community to come back and to make a presentation showing drawings and all of the schematics. You get to review them. If you have questions, and you ask them about making changes, and so they would go back and they would do these changes and then want to come back after they've actually made the changes on the design. And the community will find favor over the developer that they think best fit their idea of what should happen with the building or the land responding to that RFP. The city reviews all of what happened in the meeting. They take all of these notes, and then they would probably recommend the best developer for that project based on all of the information that they gathered from the meetings. Residents actually have lots of power, and it's a wonderful type of engagement process for someone to have to help make a decision in what the future of their community looks like.
Thanks, Marilyn, for that great explanation. And we hope that you all enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next video from Real Estate for All by Co Everything.